Do you feel about climate change?
I think climate change is a global problem because it has a negative impact on people's lives. Are you more worried about climate change and why?
Um, yes, I really worry about climate change because when climate change it affects on the air we breathe and the natural disaster it brings. Uh, has climate change affected the country in Vietnam and how?
Yes, it has. Climate change causes unpredictable weather change, weather, weather change, long flood on a large area directly and seriously affecting agriculture in Vietnam. Um, what do you think the world climate will be like 50 years from now?
I think the climate of the world will be very polluted, and the natural resources will be depleted. Um, uh, we cannot let that be in the next 50 years, so we have to carry out the environmental protection campaigns like planting trees, clearing rivers and ocean, saving electricity and water. Do you do to try to limit the effects of climate change?
I try to minimize waste trash to the environment, especially plastic, to develop action plan to cope with climate change in the future. Save many resources such as water, forest, and limit the negative impact on the environment. How would you explain climate change to someone who knew nothing about it?
Um, I will tell them the importance of climate to human life, and people will die if the climate are, aren't, aren't maintained and protected every day. What can the world do to resolve climate change?
Limiting the use of fossil fuel and finding alternative resources of energy such as wind, sun, or tide. Using efficiently and safely the energy such as electricity, petrol, and charcoal, and resources like fresh water, forest, and mineral in production and daily life. Preventing deforestation, actively planting and tending forest, and so on. An eco-friendly car and electrical applicant really eco-friendly.
Yes, they are very environment friendly because um, no need to use petrol, and the car will not emit into the air, which is very beneficial to the climate. What will our grandchildren think of using so much carbon?
When we use too much carbon dioxide, the next generation will suffer a lot of results. Our grandchildren maybe will blame us because we emit so much carbon, polluting the environment and treating human life. What do you know about carbon footprint?
Emissions into the atmosphere, the amount of carbon dioxide, and the bigger the number, the more powerful of impact on environment will be compared to to human in a developing country. If we if we fly airplane, fly by airplane, we can release uh, large CO2 emissions. But in a short term, and if we drive a motorcycle, uh, the CO2 emission small, but in long term, which industries need to become cleaner and greener. Why?
I think that many industries such as plastic, fertilizer, building material need to become cleaner and greener because the industry when operating they release a lot of waste that pollute the environment which is dangerous to our life. Are there any positive to come from climate change?
No, I think when climate change is only in negative ways, um, and when climate change, I'm sure that uh, there has been an impact of human pollution. Is climate change the worst thing ever to happen to humankind, and why?
Besides climate change, there are many catastrophes happen to people, such as traffic accident, uh, population growth, nuclear disaster, or ozone layer hole. The cause of this disaster is man-made. People are not aware of the use of resources, destroying soil structure, destroying the environment, and many other bad things that threaten our life.